right now, we are waiting for Sara Duterte to make a reply
Yeah.
sa mga complaints against. But can you explain more of
Okay.
the where we are right now? Kasi 10 days yun eh. Pwede bang mas maaga or what could happen?
Okay. So tama, no, the maximum is 10 days. So Sara Duterte has until May 31 to provide her response o yung tinatawag natin na answer. After which, pwede pa pong mag-reply si prosecution. They'll be given 5 days naman. So medyo mahaba-haba pa siya na process. From May 31, or for example, if she submitted earlier, from the time na matanggap ng prosecution yung notice and yung reply na yon, then they're given 5 days to actually respond to that particular document.
Yeah, may ask ba't kailangan pa doon eh mag-trial na rin naman? What's the importance of this period?
Yeah. It's part of procedural due process, no. Yun yung tinatawag natin. Dalawa yan, it's given due notice and providing or giving the accused a day in court, no. So dalawa yan. So yung providing notice, sasabihan mo siya, oh, there's a case filed against you, ito yung complaint, sagutin mo. Tapos yung pangalawa, you are giving her a day in court, yun yung pagsagot niya. Then basically part talaga siya ng procedural due process. You can't dispense yung process na yon, kasi kung i-dispense mo yon, then basically pwede na naman siyang itapon sa Supreme Court and sabihin na mali yung proseso, unconstitutional yung ginagawa nila. At the same time, nakalagay din sa Constitution kasi that the Senate can promulgate its own rules on impeachment. Nakalagay yun sa rules on impeachment ng Senate, yung portion.
Okay.
So basically they have to follow that.
Ganun din sa regular na 'di ba? Pag kinasuhan ka, bibigyan ka ng 10 days to reply, tapos may counter affidavit, etc. etc. Pero would you think na parang sa tagal na nakabinbin na nitong impeachment, they should have already a ready-made affidavit, 'di ba? Parang you would think para mapabilis yung usapan, wala nang 10 days, hindi ba pwede yun?
Hindi, kasi you have to remember na itong final ng or Smith ng House of Representatives is a consolidated petition. Dalawa to, kinumbine nila eh. If you remember yung third and fourth impeachment complaint, they combined that. Tapos yun yung sinubmit nila, and VP Sara was never given the chance na makita itong consolidated complaint.
Oh, so this is the first time na makikita niya yung actual
Yes.
complaints. Oh,
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Pero tanong lang, alam niyo ba sa July pa raw? July 6 pa, di ba? Yung
Ang alin?
start ng trial.
Ang
Ang
that
tagal,
I'm
no?
not sure of.
Kasi
Nag-announce
parang-
ba?
Hindi, narinig ko lang kay attorney, kay Erwin Tulfo, kay Senator Erwin. Sabi niya, parang napag-usapan sa caucus nung lahat sila, July 6 pa mag-start yung trial. Parang ganun. Parang tagal, no? Kala ko ba fourth week?
July 6 nga, tama.
This is not a regular, kasi yung mga regular na kaso, minsan naabot ng taon para marireschedule. Halimbawa, hindi nagpakita yung judge, marireschedule yung hearing, yung next hearing, mga 5 buwan, 'di ba? Mga ganun minsan nangyayari eh. Parang don't you think this calls for a lot more urgency than a typical case now involving citizens?
May I, kasi yung nakalagay na forthwith under the Constitution, it's basically the convening of Senate as an impeachment court. Nagawa na nila yung last Monday eh. So tapos na yon. So basically the trial proper naman, just as long as merong mga ebidensya na pumapasok, merong mga presentation, and may justification talaga why it's prolonged, then it's okay. Sabi nga ng Supreme Court then that the Senate is given actually their parang discretion, reasonable time to especially with the trial, no. Pero when it comes yung sa issue ng forthwith, nagawa na nila eh. They already convened last Monday. So,
Okay,
tapos na yun.
gets.
It's a non-issue anymore.
So in short, this impeachment trial is now rolling, right?
Yeah.
Tony? Okay.
Yes.